today we're playing a game where we're doing a video reaction on topic of raising capital. We're going to look at how we could go about as businesses. My name is Millicent Mashele. I'm the managing director of an accounting firm called the Legacy Center. Very excited to working with you. So let's look at how you can raise finance and capital for your business.
Perhaps the most common question that new entrepreneurs ask is, how do I raise capital? Unfortunately, the unsatisfying answer is that when your business is ready, it's actually not that hard to raise capital. And if your business isn't ready, then it can be almost impossible. With that said,
yes, you believe me, I get a lot of entrepreneurs saying, I want to raise finance, I don't know where to start, because they don't believe in the idea. If you believe in the idea, you worked hard on the research, it's very, very easy to get finances, because there's so many people out there who their work is to really fund entrepreneurs and fund ideas, and that's how they make money. So there's investors out there for your business, but you need to be sure about it. You need to have polished your confidence in your business. So that's very true.
there are definitely more effective ways to go about the process of raising capital. One of the most important things to understand before you start to raise capital is the different types of capital that may be available to your business, depending on the type of business, the maturity of the business, and the market in which you operate.
So really, it depends on the type of business and the maturity of business. So before you go out there looking for capital, understand what type of business are you in. Is your business skills based, which it needs more of your skill than it needs capital? Then what do you need for funding? And then you also need to understand if your business is machinery based, where you need to have a lot of machines, equipment, like an engineering firm, for example, then your funding that you will need will be different. And also the maturity of business is very important to understand. It could be just an idea. Yes, people are out there looking to fund ideas, but great business ideas. And it could be a business that is like the Legacy Center. We are almost 5 years now. We've done all the failing, we've polished everything. So you see the difference in maturity and timelines is very important.
If you have an idea, but have yet to build a product or have any real usage that can validate your business model, then you're probably looking for friends and family to invest in you. Friends and family doesn't literally mean only your friends or family members. It means that you're approaching people with whom you have a trusted relationship and asking them to believe in you with minimal evidence that you'll be successful other than their prior experiences with you.
So from this option, we can see that it is a real idea finding. All you have is an idea and your credibility. What can the funder believes in can only believe in a piece of paper that you wrote down. That's why we need a business plan, very important from idea, because we want to take all the ideas that you have from your head and put it down, and we can believe in you, because these friends and family usually are people who know you, they know your credibility, some they've worked together with you. You could just find a colleague and you share this idea and be like, wow, I really can invest in such an idea. That's a great one. So that's where you actually, what I'm saying is the fact that if it's still an idea, just look around for people who know you, because they're believing in your skills and they're believing in your credibility. So let's
One of
see.
the unfair elements of life is that some entrepreneurs have access to friends and family with a lot more capital than other entrepreneurs. Regardless, for almost every entrepreneur, the money you raise from your friends and family is precious, so make sure you spend it carefully. If you have a product, or at least a working prototype, and strong evidence that customers will use it and ideally pay for it, then you can approach seed investors. The term seed refers to startups in the earlier stages, more than just an idea, but not yet a fully developed business. Seed investors may be professionals who spend all their time investing and helping their investments to succeed, or they may be angels who often have another full-time occupation, but invest in startups as a pastime and a
So there are people that are sitting out there, that is their job to look out for startups and fund. It's not really their 9-to-5 job, but they have enough money. Yes, I wish I had such people, but they have enough money to fund, and we call those people angel investors or seed investors. What they need to see, you can even see the name, it's seed. They need to see the seed. You've planted a seed of working hard on your marketing, working hard on the production of your product. Let's say you are producing shoes. you already have first pair. We know you are sure of how this shoe is produced. Then they can see that this shoe, if we were to invest a bit of money here, we can actually grow it. So this person is ready to grow. In a service space, for example, I'm 3 years in business, it's a service business. I can show them the work we've done, and they can multiply it by bringing in a lot of seed that can help in growing the business. So those are angel investors, those are seed investors. They're out there, they're looking to invest in your market. They are mostly market based.
Smart seed investors look at a lot of potential startups for every one investment they actually make. They'll know to ask tough questions and dig into your data.
Be ready to answer those questions, because no one will invest their money without having to understand thorough what is this money going to be doing.
So you need to be prepared. Many entrepreneurs dream about raising venture capital. Venture capital generally comes from firms, groups of professionals that specialize in finding promising companies ready to go rapidly, making investment in those companies, often over a number of years, then helping those companies grow as fast as possible. Venture capitalists will often need to see a mature product and compelling evidence that you have a great way to make a lot of money and grow very quickly.
So let's talk about venture capitalists. They're out there, they work on funding businesses. Their day-to-day job is to fund businesses. So what they do, it's a business, but they actually self-funding businesses. So what they do is really bring in management structures, they bring in a lot of governance structures. They help you really structure this business and get it ready to scale up. If you're running a salon, they will help you with making sure that you have structures to scale up, to run multiple branches across the country. So those are venture capitalists. Their job is to really polish your business, which is existing, to really scale up and be big.
As a simple rule of thumb, friends and family invest in you and your idea. Seed investors invest in your process of experimentation to find a great business model. Venture capitalists invest in great business models to help them grow.
So you need to understand where your business is, timeline and maturity, so that you can either say friend and family, which is an idea, seed investors, which there's a prototype, there's a product, we can all see it, could be one, could be a bit, but also venture capitalist, which really is venturing, it's funding your business, which is existing for growth processes.
Of course, there are other types of capital that might work for you depending on your product. Some products work great for crowdfunding through sites like Kickstarter or Indiegogo. Borrowing money from banks might work for other types of solutions. Once you're confident that your business is ready to raise a particular type of capital, then you really need to work to develop your pitch.
Before we get to the pitch, note that it becomes formalized as you go to the banks, as you go to like crowdfunding, things like that are now starting to be more formalized, even with your venture capitalists. So you really need to now start with your pitch. So let's hear what you're saying about the pitch.
With the story you tell investors about your business model and how you will grow a big business quickly. While you're developing your pitch, which should take weeks or even months of diligent practice to get right, you should also be connecting with potential investors. A great way to engage an investor is to let them know you'll be raising soon, but would like to start by getting their advice. This gives them an opportunity to get to know you over time and signal their interest before a formal pitch. Once your business is ready, your pitch is strong, and you're confident that you have a good pool of interested investors, then you actually go forward with a formal capital raise.
So yes, we do now hear that once your business is ready, you've worked on your confidence. Confidence is very important when you're looking for funding. We always ignore it. We think the business plan will talk for us. But your pitch is in your confidence, because what you tell your funders can make or break that deal to get that fund. So you need to be sure that when you go speak to a funder, you are ready. You are not intimidated. You know what you are going to do. You know the steps is the process of your business. Because imagine coming to me, maybe I have the money on the side, it could be your seed investor. Then you come to me, you talk to me about your business, but I'm like, this one does not even know what they are doing. Then you go away. You see that the confidence, I had the money, but I could not give you because the confidence that you have doesn't convince me. Even if you were to come back, my confidence about your product is already not really there. So please make sure that you work on your confidence, you work on your pitch, and you take time to do that.
The raise itself may only take a few weeks to a few months, but the overall process of raising capital should take as long as 6 months to do right.
As long as 6 months. I get people who just slept and their grandfathers and grandmothers gave them an idea and they wake up and say, I need funding. I'm like, what? Good luck on that. So it takes a bit of time to really get to say, I'm ready to present my product or my ideas to get funding. I've been recently working on a product, on an idea that I want to get out, but I've been working from it since COVID started and I'm still not ready. So you need to also know when you are ready as the business owner, because this is your baby, this is your child that you want to start with confidence and not feel that you are not ready, because funders out there, they will reject you and that rejection can really be a bit chilly to receive. So all the best in raising capital, and I know we're gonna make lots of money. Come to us at the Legacy Center. We'll help you come up with that confidence and your pitch and the numbers. Very important to understand your numbers in terms of your funding and capital raising. Good luck.